Hi guys, so this is the demonstration part of the video where we're going to show you how our particle simulator works. So in front of us, we have different settings for the particles, which we'll go into a little bit later. But first, I'm going to cover some of the controls for this program. So as you can see, each trigger finger on either controller can be used to adjust these slider values up here. And your inside paddles on either controller can be used to teleport around by pointing and clicking. And we decided to use teleport locomotion because it reduced the VR sickness aspect of VR games. We just figured it was a better way to move around. You can also use the inside joysticks on each controller in order to snap turn. And additionally, on the left-hand side of your controller, on the paddle, you can pick up different objects, toss them around, and do whatever you wish. And this also applies to different particles. So if I come over here, I can go ahead and grab a particle with the left hand controller. And you can move it around the scene. And I'm going to pass it off to Jeff so he can talk more about some of the settings.
Okay, thanks, Chandler. So as you can see now, all of the particles are kind of just floating up in space. They're not really doing anything. But where a project gets very interesting are these slider options. And you can slide the slider to the right to make the specified particles attract each other, or to the left to make them repel. And if you slide just one of these sliders, you see like some movement happening. It's kind of interesting. Um, and but it's not like crazy. But once you apply a bunch of these values, a bunch of these different parameters to the simulation, you get some really interesting behavior that kind of mimics, um, kind of like basic life form objects, and uh, it's really interesting to play around with. Uh, there's just this particle life simulation. There have been a bunch of 2D implementations of this, but no one has ever made uh particle life like simulation in 3D VR. And so yeah, we're really proud of this. Maybe we could cycle through a few randomized configurations to get some cool interactions. Um, but yeah, just showing a few more off.
Yeah, and that's basically it. You see different interactions. The more you test this, the more you randomize, you can just see different cool interactions. So yeah.